Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be doing the Dokkan Battle Boss Rush 17. So this is basically where you face a whole bunch of bosses in a row in Dokkan, and essentially you just clear them and you get quite a few decent rewards. You get 36 stones, which is, in most cases I would say pretty good stuff. 36 stones is really quite solid and really good, to be honest with you. So it is obviously something that a lot of players look to do or look to enjoy doing, and all things of such nature. So yeah, really just good stuff in general. For me personally speaking, I like to use this as an opportunity to just kind of talk a little bit about like Dokkan in general, the channel, just the units, things like that, and just kind of take a look at everything, without getting too deep into it, just kind of enjoying taking a look at the content and just having a bit of a chat. So I like to call them Dokkan and chill sessions. So if you want to sit back and hear me talk about Dokkan for a couple minutes, please go for it. Otherwise, if you just want to skip to see how I beat the bosses, I mean, you're welcome to do that. Or alternatively, just skip the video. As long as it suits you, it's really no problem to me. And yeah, I just hope you really enjoyed the video and the content. So first, I just want to kind of talk about Dokkan like for this next month or so. So the next month, for Global Dokkan is a bit of an interesting kind of time period. It can be quite, I don't want to say challenging, but the content can be a little bit dry. We're generally quite set in stone with what's going on, so it can be a little bit kind of overwhelming, or underwhelming I should say, in terms of how much content we get. There's not like specifically a lot of content that's coming out, so honestly speaking it can be a little bit like dry content wise, especially as a creator. It's difficult to always manufacture stuff. Like I have things like the free-to-play challenge and the item challenge. I do mechanics videos, I'll review all the units, but when there's less hype stuff, it does tend to be less hype in general, so it becomes harder to motivate yourself to do videos. Like I love doing videos, but if Dokkan didn't release content for like 2 months, I would also get tired of reviewing like 2018's best units and seeing how they are now and things like that. Although that's a great video, I'm gonna write that one down. But yeah, the thing is it can be difficult to do certain content. So at the end of the day, during this period I do like to experiment a bit with very different kind of Dokkan content or DBZ game content, or just things like that in general. I really want to try out some new stuff, generally DBZ themed, just to kind of keep it DB centric for the channel. But yeah, it could be a time for experimentation. So if you see a little bit more silly videos or stranger videos, please let me know what you guys think, because I really just enjoy making the content and trying out different content and just making it work in general. Like I think it's just a lot of fun to try and get like all this content to work together, to get everything to function nicely, and just trying new things out. Like honestly, just trying out new stuff does freshen me up a little bit, and it allows me to kind of look at my content differently. It could start a new series. I started a free-to-play challenge and the no item challenges during these kind of periods, and they help out the channel and they keep content kind of flowing in. I might try like same name challenges is what I'm thinking of doing. So can you beat a stage with only like Goku units? Can you beat a stage with only Gohan units? Can you beat a stage with only freezers? Can you be the stage with, you know, only metal coolers, or maybe coolers or something like that? So I'm thinking of, or same character series or something like that. So I am thinking of like doing that and kind of seeing how it goes. But it just depends. It depends on, you know, what people are feeling, how the content's going, how's the content, how's the content flowing, etc. So it can be like, it can be a little bit debatable, but I think at the end of the day, I do enjoy making different content, so I'll definitely be trying out some new stuff. At least for me, I think it's relatively straightforward and pretty awesome. So yeah, I definitely will be experimenting with some new content, and new stuff will be coming to the channel. In terms of the celebration right now, or just units in general, so yeah, I think I'm really enjoying the game at the moment. I'm really enjoying, like, we've been getting some really different units. Yajirobe, Yamcha, Demon King Piccolo, World Tournament Goku, a base Goku, which is really cool. We've been getting some more experimental units, which I think is both good and bad in ways. Like, I think for a lot of people, they aren't universally hype units. Like when you drop a Vegito or a Gogeta or a Broly or a Beerus, I guess Beerus, I'm not a fan of Beerus, but still, when you drop these units, people get, like, everyone gets hype. Like, everyone gets hype for them, which I think a lot of people can appreciate, of course. Like, it's always, something we want. We always want to get hype for units. We always want to get hype, for new content. But I think it's cool to get these kind of side characters. Now, obviously, I think they can take it too far. And by too far, I think if you run too many in a row, it can eat away at the game a little bit. Like to go from, Videl to Chi-Chi to Bulma DF. Well, actually, depends. Swimwear Videl, Swimwear Bulma, Swimwear Chi-Chi. All of these are exceptional unit ideas, and I hope Dokkan really listens to what I'm saying. But yeah, I think you can run it a little bit dry if you keep pushing units in that direction. And not that like the game would be terrible or anything, but I think it would, you need to balance the two. So I think they need to balance the two. I think Goku and Demon King Piccolo is sufficiently hyped though, from the perspective of like, okay, these units are dope, if you know what I mean. These units are a lot of fun. These units are going to be units I'm going to use, and their animations look good. And they are really cool units, so I do think they fit the bill of just being a hype unit. Although some people wouldn't agree, like some people don't, they don't like DB Saga that much. I understand. For me personally, I find DB Saga to be really fun, and I do think at the end of the day, like it is honestly just a super fun event. I think some people can get caught up and like, DB Saga, well, who watched DB Saga? Well, a lot of people, but people get caught up too much in the whole, every unit needs to be peak, every unit needs to be hype. And yeah, but I think for me, as a player and as someone who has been playing Dokkan for a while, these new units freshen up, because it can sometimes feel like the Goku Gohan Vegeta show can kind of feel like that. And yeah, I'm excited to see more manga characters. I think that's something, I think that's the only thing, or it's something that I would much rather see, is some manga characters. I know they've mentioned it once or twice. That's one of the reasons why I really like superheroes characters, because you can't really see them elsewhere. Like, okay, I know you can see them in like the superheroes card game and stuff like that, but in general you can't really see them elsewhere. You can't like go and see superheroes units in a whole bunch of games. So being able to get them and obtain them and use them in Dokkan is like a really fun experience for me, and I find them to be really fun and entertaining, and yeah, just a super interesting like concept to have. So to have them in Dokkan, awesome. Yeah, so manga characters would be cool, but I think Dokkan's doing well. I just think they just need to remember to strike the balance between hype and not so hype. Like, I think the moment we start dropping like a Berta celebration, I think we need to start questioning whether maybe we've run out of content. Because although Berta is cool, he can't carry a whole celebration. Now, a Ginyu Force card celebration, or even like a Raccoon exchange into Ginyu or something, maybe could be interesting, and that could be really fun. And I'd love to see that, because I think that could be very interesting. Again, not a demand or anything, but I think that could be a lot of fun. Like, at least from my perspective, it could be a big amount of fun to have, and like that's where they need to go with units. I think they need to look at some really interesting combinations of units and start trialing them out. I think we're due a new Gotenks. That would be cool. A new Gotenks would be pretty rad. We're definitely due a new Vegito. I think a lot of people are looking out for a new Vegito. Beyond that, a final form Frieza, like an actual proper Namek Saga Frieza, would be pretty cool. I won't lie, it would also be a pretty big buff to the Namek Saga team, which I think would be really, really good. Really good buff to Wicked Bloodlines, which would help out Terrifying Conquerors. Baby needs some more love. Baby definitely needs some more love. 100%. We got a Super 17, which I think was good. Baby needs a little bit of a pat on the back, which I think is great. Beyond that, some more of the Shadow Dragons would be good. And then, yeah, I think that kind of covers all my thoughts for now regarding, what unit should come next. Broly, we've got a lot of really good Brolys. We do kind of need a new superhero Broly movie unit. Sorry, Dragon Ball Super Broly movie unit. I think a lot of people would really, really like that. That would be really hype. Zamasu, we just got merged Zamasu, but I guess you could bust out another one. I would like a Goku Black, actually. Like just a Goku Black into Goku Rose type unit. I think that would be good to run him and have a very good one. In terms of Dbz Saga, there's not too much we have. I mean, we haven't covered a lot, but I think like in general they've done a pretty good job. There's a couple of red ribbon enemies you could do, of course, which would help androids by default. But yeah, I don't think it's necessary. A Cell Max one would be cool. Cell Max and the Beast Gohan event I think would also be pretty rad. Yeah, I think in general, they still have plenty of stuff they can do. I just think they need to start really looking at kind of bringing out some cool mechanics and just incorporating some interesting new units across the board for me, because that would be ideal. Other than that, I think all the units have looked great. I think the animations are top tier. Whenever you have a show that's running as long as Dokkan, it's always amazing how they've managed to. You can look at all the different styles of Dragon Ball through the game of Dokkan, which is really awesome, and you can see Dokkan's own style changing as well, which is really interesting and cool. So yeah, I think overall it's actually a really fun, really interesting experience, and yeah, I honestly have just I appreciate how far Dokkan has come sometimes, because it is difficult to kind of like always see like how far the game has gone, like especially in terms of animations. You know, our gameplay is different. Like, yeah, it's a bubble popping game, yeah, on the surface, but you know, 200% leader skills, the link skill changes, standby skills, active skills, revival skills, no KO skills, support skills. All of these are really cool, and I like how they add new mechanics with every anniversary in ways. Like, you know, this past anniversary they added in standby skills now to kind of complement active skills. What will they add next? Yeah, horizontal swipe. Maybe we'll have, you know, story skills. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's in a good space, the game. I think they keep adding more and more interesting concepts. You know, we've got exchanges, we've got transformations, we've got so much cool, interesting stuff. Yeah, I think that's cool. I would like more of a team aspect. I still think I'd like guilds or something, even if it's just to like do boss raids or something. Like, that would be cool. And yeah, you could get like 10 dragon stones a month or something. Like, honestly, just any excuse, even just to have guild tags, I think would be a lot of fun. And one of the few ways you could probably do PvP, like, how many stages did your guild clear? Oh, 40 billion this month. And you, you know, 39 billion this month or something. Just a cool way to kind of get a sense of team and like sense of like belonging, but you don't want to make it too great in the rewards, because that will like deter people. But yeah, we cleared Dokkan Boss Rush. Yay! Can't believe we did it. No, but yeah, thanks guys if you've been just listening. It's always cool to do these, you know, Dokkan and chill videos. But yeah, see you guys next time. Till then, take care and bye.